Hello and welcome back to IronKlad Industries. So I've done a lot of work off camera, just sort of getting things set up. So we now have a bunch of trees, apples, pears, cashews, walnuts, and nutmeg. I made these awesome slime boots so that I don't take fall damage anymore. I built the smeltery. We've got a bunch of copper. We have all these ores. We have 34 diamonds. We are currently the richest people on the server. As you can see, we have a giant farm going over here. I have another farm over there. We have a silo. A silo that has a bunch of things in it. I wanted to see if there's like a refrigerator. None of these things are refrigerators. I'll figure out something because I want to make so obviously certain things like meat, well, carrots kind of can be either way. There's certain things that you wouldn't store in a grain silo, but that's not. Oh yeah, and I have two villagers over here. I have a fisherman farmer, and where's the other? There he is. And a trackman. Both of which almost died to flaming zombies. But that's not what we're doing today. What we're going to do is go to the nether. Also make some armor so that I don't die when I go to the nether. I only need a chest piece and a hat. That is not. I need to put a crafting bench in this room. Basically, I want to see if we're going to be the first people to get to the nether. This is only 2 days after we recorded the intro thing. So, there's a good chance that we will be the first ones there. What in the world? I was going to say, I'm going to chuck the other two out. So that can go away, that can go away, that. This may also then result in my first death. Oh, I made a bag that I just kind of actually have garbage in right now. We should empty this bag before we go on our nether adventure. So yeah, Nick has made a base so far away that I can't even try to show it to you guys. Lil and Jordan are just at spawn. So if I wanted to show you guys their bases, that's not too hard. Actually, they currently live in the same base, so it makes it even easier. And then Hoki is also at spawn, just building a giant hole. And Mike is currently not doing much of anything. There's a pig over there. So I'm gonna make this area right here into a little dock for the river that doesn't go anywhere. But that's something that we can fix in the future. We need to find a place that we want to put our nether portal, because obviously we don't want to just build a nether portal anywhere. Because we want it to be the proper nether portal. So this is going to be the entrance to our base, right here. So probably on this side I'm going to have an office building. So when people first get into the base, there's the office building. Yeah, so basically this thing's going to be just a giant compound, right? We're going to have a bunch of buildings that have separate functions. And we need to find some place within this building to make. I mean, we can expand the compound too. Let's just put it over here, right here. Yeah, so I made a bunch of Tinker's tools, as I'm sure you can see, because obviously Tinker's tools are the best tools. Let's replenish our hunger and then we'll go. Alright, there we go. It says that those give you speed, but they most certainly do not. Now I've got to download the terrain. We come out, and there's nothing immediate danger around us. There's blazes down there. And some sort of like flashing ore. See some ardite in the ceiling. Let's first go back, because I realized I forgot the pick that I need to mine ardite. So our portal does lead back to our portal. That's good. That means that we are the first people to get to the nether. Which also means that everyone else's portal's now going to come to my portal. I also name all of my weapons. We have the Wall Crusher, Heaven's Grace. It looked nicer when it didn't have the diamond and obsidian on it, and it was like all white with like gold. We have Night Fury, Beginner's Pick, which you guys saw me create, Eclipse, and Tree Feller. So like Eclipse is all about mining fast, and it's actually in a moment here going to turn white. Because it has an electrum handle, which apparently means that when you use it as like a weapon, it deals more damage to whoever you're hitting it with. Alright, we're trying to find, well, quartz for one thing, but cobble and ardite. Because again, if we can be like the first people to get like ardite and copper, I mean cobalt stuff. Did I say copper? I did say copper, didn't I? So one thing I'm noticing is we don't have the nether ores mod. It's Enderman, which means that there's gotta be a thing nearby, right? Oh, a magma slime island. We want to get to that. But first, this pick has Fortune 2 at the moment, which is going to allow us to get all of this. Actually, we should probably make a Silk Touch pick. Yeah, let's go make a Silk Touch pick and then come back. This guy's actually going to be really hard to kill. We need a bow as well. I didn't think about that. Is there any more ardite or cobalt that we can get real quick? Doesn't look like there is. Oh, there's some right there. Why do I have to drink these twice? Come on, drink the thing. We're gonna make a Silk Touch pick for one. Then we also need to make a bow. So obviously in the past I've always liked making crossbows, so we're going to make a crossbow. And if we look at wherever I put that book, oh, it's not in that one. I think we want to go up to that island, and there's no like quick way to get up there except for like nerd pulling, and I don't want to nerd pull up there, but like I said, there's no way up there. I don't seem to have any, like, just normal planks. So we'll do it like this. That should be plenty. We'll convert these into sticks and into ladders. That's still not going to be enough ladders. We still have to find that book as well. So we now have 8 ingots of cobalt, which isn't a ton, but if I ever find my book, there it is. We'll probably see that we don't want cobalt for bows. So ecological would be okay, but it's like a draw speed and range multiplier of 1 and 1. I think I said copper was what I wanted, because it gives me extra experience. But Poison could also be interesting. Look, this has a bonus damage 5, range multiplier of 1.45, and a draw speed of 1.67. And I don't know if you want a low draw speed or a high draw speed. That's the question. Cobalt could be interesting, but it only gives a bonus of 3 damage. Electrum has 4, gives it shocking. That's if we hit it with an enemy with it. Constantine has thermal and vision, but it has high draw speed. I mean, high number for the draw speed. Again, I don't know if you want a high number for the draw speed or a low number. It's kind of ambiguous. Oops, I wanted to keep looking further. So this is for that. For the string, look, it doesn't matter for the string. You can make string out of anything. The arrow shafts, though. You have ecological, breakable, splitting, hovering. We don't want hovering. Freezing is what we want, because it slows enemies. And for the fletching, we can use these slime leaves, and that's probably what I'm going to do. Although feather has 100% accuracy, maybe we should use just feathers. I do have feathers. So it turns out we don't even need to go up to that place. Should have more feathers. There they are. Get some industrial hemp fiber. Put the book back. What else do we need for this? Do we need reinforcement for it? No, we need a tool rod. Binding. So I should have green slime balls in here, yes. Now, is that a tough tool binding or a normal tool binding? Tough binding, yep. So I'm going to need more slime balls. We're going to need, what, 3 slime crystals for that? This is all stuff that's, like, pretty easy to take care of, though. And then I have a paper tool. We need to make bolts, which is just fletching and bolt core. How do you even make a bolt core? That's an arrow shaft. I don't think bolt core was a possible thing. Okay. That's not a bolt core. Yeah, none of these are bolt cores. How in the world do you make a bolt core? Do they not have the dagger anymore either? No, they don't. These are the knife blade ones now. Hold on, I'm gonna go research how to make a bolt core. Alright, so I looked this up and I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, I watched videos of other people doing it. I tried several different tool rods and everything, and just nothing wants to work. So instead we're going to make, well, we can make a longbow. Long range weapon provides high damage but is less mobile than its short brother. I'm going to actually just make a short bow with hemp string again, because string doesn't matter. So there, it's going to have lightweight and momentum, apparently, along with well established. It's going to give us about 500 durability, low draw speed, decent range, pretty good bonus multiplier. So it's going to have like 7 attack damage by itself, and then we can also add multipliers and stuff to it, as well as still have to craft the arrow. So again, we need to come up with a name for this. We already have Tidal Crest, but we need another name for this because we don't want to be called a copper short bow. We'll call it Blue Sun. Actually, Blue Star. Okay, oh, I was like, I can't hit R for some reason. Blue Star. Of course, we don't have any any things for it yet. So we have 4 ingots of Ardite, pink. A little disappointing. I do have an arrow shaft. It's right there. For real, game? For real? Fine, I'll make an arrow shaft out of wood like you want me to. So we'll call these vampire hunt. Or silver doesn't work on vampires. We'll call this Bane of the Undead. They're now Blue Star. Automatically equips them. One thing that we could do that could potentially get us more ores is build an auto smelt pick and then give that fortune. We almost just died there if I had missed that jump. Yeah, so if we gave a auto smelt pick fortune, it would smelt the ores but also have fortune. Meaning that we could potentially get several ores. We could potentially get like 3 to 4 instead of just 1. But it's also like I've said before in the past, do you take getting a chance to get more than 1 over a chance to always get 2? And that is the question. Up here. Just hear a cat? I definitely heard a cat. Some more. We gotta figure out what this cat. Oh, nope, that is not a cat. That is a ghost. A ghost that makes soul beads and cat noises. Why did it refresh my map? Now I have no clue where I am. Oh my gosh. Oh wait. That's nether brick. We found it, finally. Oh wait, I got too low. That's why it refreshed my map. I need to find the button to view the map. Alright, so we're going to hit B waypoint or trace. See, where are we at? 5 arrows. I got rid of all my wood? What am I doing? What did we get? We got a drop of evil. It's hard to see. Usually I don't have issues seeing in the nether. But this nether seems to be particularly dark. It's a brother. Oh, I missed. keeps like doing like little dances and stuff. Wither dust. Alright, well, I think we're gonna call that here for though. Yeah, we're gonna call it here for today though, because there's not really much else I'm going to do other than maybe some like resource gathering and stuff. Let's be honest. I'm gonna have to record the episode where I actually start like looking into mods on how to like break stuff. I've started researching a little bit of the immersive engineering, and it looks like we're gonna need to get into immersive engineering like rather soon. Another soul bead. So yeah, we'll get into immersive engineering probably in the next episode, unless I'm doing something with someone else the next episode. But I doubt that that'll be the case. But for now, as usual, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around for the next one.